Hello, dear students. Myself, Prem Kumar, mathematics lecturer. Welcome to Royal Palace PU Science College online classes. Today topic is complex number. So what is a complex number? Complex number means in your school already in the bridge course are covered to you what is the natural numbers, irrational numbers, rational numbers, real numbers, everything are covered. So this is the complex number which is in the first PUC. So what is a complex number? Complex number means a number of the form a plus ib where a and b are real numbers is defined to be a complex number. So complex number means the number which is in the form of a plus ib. Which is in the form of a plus ib means, see here, if it is in this form, then it is called the complex number. So this complex number is indicated by the letter Z. So that's one is a complex number and it is denoted by Z. So here what is A and what is B and what is I? So first of all A. A means A is called the real part and B is called the imaginary part and I is called iota. I is called iota. This is a Greek letter. Iota is a Greek letter, so we will use here. So what is the use of I and what is the use of A, what is the use of B? I will explain to you. So first of all, complex number means the number which is in the form of A plus IB. It is called the complex number. It is indicated by the letter Z. So we will take one example. Example is, suppose one number is like this, 4 plus I3. This is called a complex number. Why? Because of that, first of all, complex number is indicated by the letter Z. So this is Z. Here 4 is called the real part. This is called the real part. And 3 is called the imaginary part. About I means just now I said it is called iota. Iota means it is nothing but what is I? I means the square root of a negative unity. Square root of a negative unity is called the iota. So we'll discuss later on about the I. First of all, come to the point here in this definition. So number is in the form of A plus IB where A and B are real numbers. Real numbers means whatever, all type of numbers, not only the natural numbers. Maybe it is the, you can write like this also. Otherwise you can take like this also. All these are the real numbers. Real numbers means all type of numbers. Not only this one, we can take like this also. So this is also a complex number. So complex number means it's a combination of two real numbers. That only. So A and B are real numbers and it is denoted by the letter Z. Z is equal to I plus. So real part always, no need to write every time real part. We can write symbolically like this, Re of Z. Re of Z means real number, real part of this complex number. And this imaginary part, we will write Im of Z, means imaginary part of the complex number. That's it. So here, if we can take this one in this question, first of all, we'll take 2-3 examples we'll discuss. Suppose Z is equal to minus 4 plus I into 3. So here what is the real part? Real part no need to write, we can write Re of Z. So real part of a complex number equal to minus 4 and the imaginary part. So imaginary part of the Z equal to 3. So in this type we will mention. So this is called the complex number. Now, sir, so what is the use of I? Iota. So first we will discuss about the iota. So iota means iota. This is the Greek letter. So what is the use of this iota means? Students, in our 10th standard you have the quadratic equation, binomial equations are there. So the binomial equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we will find out their roots. So using the formula, what is the formula? Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Using this formula we will find the roots of a quadratic equation. But in the 10th standard while studying time, if the b square minus 4ac is a negative number. Is a negative number means if it is, we know it, in the 10th standard we denoted this b square minus 4ac with the letter D. D means discriminant. So discriminant equal to b square minus 4ac. If the discriminant is negative, negative means minus d, then in 10th standard we are going to write the root not defined. Means, my dear children, if a negative number square root cannot define, so according to up to 10th standard, suppose root 4 value is 2, root 9 value is 3, root 16 its value is 4. But square root of minus 4, this value not defined. But in this chapter, using this iota, we can find this one solution also. How to write this one? We can write like minus 1 into 4. So write down separate square root of minus 1 and square root of 4. Just now I said iota. What is the iota? Iota means it is the square root of minus unity. Square root of minus unity is called the iota. So square root of minus unity, this is the value is I and root 4 value is 2. That means finally square root of minus 4 value is 2I. So up to 10th standard, we know just for finding the square root for a positive number only. But here using these complex numbers, we can find the square root for a negative number also. So for finding this negative, for a negative square root, we will use this one. It is called the iota. Now okay, now we will take one more small example about this one. Suppose the square root of minus 16 is there. So how to write square root of minus 16? We can write minus 1 into 16. Generally for a negative, square root can't define. But here we can write like this. Write down separate square root of minus 1 into square root of 16. So square root of minus 1 value is nothing but I. Root 16 value is 4. So what is the answer? The answer is 4I. In this method we will find out the iota. Okay, using the iota we can find out the, for a negative number also, square root. Okay, now next one is the, if I is equal to square root of minus 1, then what is the I square? I square value is minus 1. Why I square is equal to minus 1? Because squaring on both sides. To remove the square root, we have to do squaring. So I square equal to, here square root cancel, then I square value is minus 1. Then for finding the values, suppose I cube value is there. How to write I cube means I square into I. We can write like this. So I square value is minus 1. Just now here we did into I. That means, my dear children, the I cube value is minus I. So I cube value is minus I square value is minus 1, and I value is equal to square root of minus 1. Suppose I power 4 is there. I power 4 means we can write I square whole square. Whatever value let it be give, you convert into I square. Then it is easy to solve this one. So I square value is minus 1. So minus 1 square is nothing but plus 1. So from this also we can write I to the power of 4 equal to plus 1. Like this we can find out the I values. Suppose if anyone is given, I to the power of 19 is given. How to find I to the power of 19? I power 19 we can write, because what I said, convert whatever power is there in terms of 2's, means I square whole to the power of 9. Then what happened? 9 2's are 18, but here 19 is there. Then we can write into 1 9. Then you count it better. 2 9's are 18. 18 plus 1 is to 19. So whatever the I power is there, you convert in terms of I square. Then very easy to solve. So I square value is minus 1, which is having whole to the power of 9 into I. So negative number power. So whatever, if the power is a odd number, then the negative will be as a negative only. Yakandra 9 is a odd number. Odd number means minus is minus 1. If it is a power is a even number, then minus is converted as positive. Okay, 1 power any number, 1 only. So minus 1 into I. So what is the answer? Minus I. So I to the power of 19 value is minus I. Now we'll take one more example. I to the power of, suppose 40 we can take, 40. Then how to write this one? Whatever the value you convert in terms of I square. So 2 is there na? We can write I square whole power 20. Yakandra 2 20s are 40. Now I square value we know it. What is the value? Minus 1, which is having whole power 20. So power is a even. So if even power, then negative is converted as positive. So what is the answer? Plus 1. Means I power 40 value is 1. This type we will find out the iota values. So finally one more time I am concluding, my dear friends. What is a complex number? Complex number means a number which is in the form of a plus ib. A number which is in the form of a plus ib is called the complex number. Here a and b both also real numbers. Real numbers means any type of numbers, either positive numbers or negative numbers or root numbers, means irrational numbers, rational number, whatever you want, you can take it in these places. If it is in the form of a plus ib, then it is called the real number. So these real numbers is denoted by the letter z. So z is equal to a plus ib. Here a is called the real part, b is called the imaginary part, and I is called the iota. So real part we will represent as Re of z, and imaginary part will represent as Im of z. So Re of z means real part of the z. Z means complex number, imaginary part of the complex number. So any real number, I said whatever number of examples you can, root 3 plus I into 3 by 2, yeah, this is a complex number. Yakandra, this root 3 is a real number, 3 by 2 also real number. So we can mention by the letter z. So next one is we can take minus 3 minus 2i. This is also real number because this is a real number, this is a real number. Combination of two real numbers along with iota, definitely it is a complex number. This one is a complex number, this one also complex number. All these are the examples of the complex numbers. Next one is real part is over, imaginary part is over. Next about the iota. Iota means, just now I said, iota means the square root of a negative unity. One is called unit. So the square root of a negative unity is called I. I means iota. You want to remove the root, suppose nodri. I is equal to square root of minus 1, squaring on both sides. If we did the squaring, then what happened? I square is equal to, here square root cancel, answer is minus 1. So you please keep in your mind I square is equal to minus 1. This point you keep in your mind. So iota means I square equal to minus 1. Whatever the unknown value, means whatever I power is there, you convert in terms of I square, then only it is easy to solve. So I cube we can write as a I square into I. Yakandra I square value nam gottaitri, how much? Minus 1. Minus 1 into I minus I. Next I power 4, convert in terms of I square whole square. I square value is minus 1, minus 1 power is a even power. Even power means negative is converted as positive, minus 1 square means 1. Same I power 19. I power 19 means we can write 19, we can't write in terms of 2. That's why this 19 nearest value is 18. That's why I written this 19 as a 18 plus 1. So 18 means I square whole power 9, because 2 9s are 18. 18 and here power 1. 18 plus 1 is 3, 19. So I square value is minus 1, which is having whole power 9 into I. So odd power negative is negative only. 1 power any number 1 minus 1 into I is nothing but minus I. In this manner we can find out this value. Here one very important point I want to tell you, very very important point. From your school time onwards you know it, root A into root b. What is the answer? Square root of ab. This one everyone know it, this one. Suppose now square root of minus a into square root of minus b is there. Everyone will make a mistake. What is a mistake, you know, children? So sir, minus into minus is plus, sir. This is plus ab. This is a incorrect answer. Minus root a into minus root b never ever equal to square root of ab. You will do the blunder mistake is minus into minus is converted as plus. A into b, ab. This is incorrect answer. Then how to do this one, sir? This one I will prove. I will take one small example and I will prove this one. Take square root of minus 2 into square root of minus 3. Then you can't write minus into minus plus, so 2 3s are 6, square root of 6, 9. 9 chalta beta, that is wrong. Then how to do this one? Just now I said, this square root of minus 2. Square root of minus 2 means you have to write this one, minus 1 into 2. Again, this square root of minus 3, minus 1 into 3. Now, write down separate the square root, means square root of minus 1 into square root of 2. Here also square root of minus 1 into square root of 3. Means separate it, separate the terms. Minus 2 means minus 1 into 2, minus 3, minus 1 into 3. Make it separate the square root of minus 1, root 2, square root of minus 1, root 3. But my dear children, we know it. What is the square root of a negative unity value is I. So this is the value I into root 3. Here also the square root of a negative unity value is I into root 3. Now you multiply I into I. So I into I is nothing but I square. I into I square. Now you can multiply, because if it is a plus numbers, you can multiply. Here only I said root A into root B, root of AB. You can write square root of 2 into 3. Now, what is I square value? I square value is minus 1. So, you put that minus 1. So, minus 1 square root of 6. That means, my dear children, finally, the answer is square root of minus 2 into square root of minus 3 value is minus square root of 6. This is the answer. So, never ever do this mistake. The square root of minus a into square root of minus b is never equal to root of ab. Minus into minus plus is a wrong procedure. If, see here, minus root 2 into minus root 3, the answer is minus of root 6. We will take one more example on that model and we will discuss. So, one more example I am going to take here. Please make a note all this one, you make a note and practice it. Now, I am going to take one small example, square root of minus 4 into square root of minus 5. Suppose anyone given like this. Then the answer, don't put 4 5s are 20. First you have to write separate, means minus 1 into 4 into this one is minus 1 into 5. So, write down separate, make it separate, root of minus 1 into square root of 4 into square root of minus 1 into square root of 5. So, the square root of minus 1, the value is iota, root 4 value is 2 into this one value also we know it, square root of minus 1 value is I, and root 5 means root 5, yakandra we don't know root 5 value. So, the answer is I into I how much? I square, 2 root 5. So, what is the I square value? The I square value is minus 1. So, the answer is square root of minus 4 into square root of minus 5. The answer is minus 2 root 5. This is the answer. So, this is the method. Like this we will find out the values. Okay. We will take one more example on this model. What is that example? I am going to take one more example. Root 16 will take square root of minus 16 into square root of minus 25. Then what I said, for a negative root cannot define. Then we will use the iota procedure, complex number. How to write this value? We can write in this way, square root of minus 1 into 16 into square root of minus 1 into 25, make it separate the square roots, then square root of minus 1 square root of 16 into square root of minus 1 into square root of 25. So, square root of minus 1 value is I. So, square root of minus 1 value is I, root 16 value is 4 into this value also I, and square root of means 5. So, I into I is nothing but I square, 4 5s are 20. So, what is the I square value? The I square value is minus 1. So minus 1 into 20 is nothing but the answer is minus 20. This is a procedure. Like this we will find out the root values. Now we will take some more examples on this model. Now the complex number model I am going to take. So finally one more time I am revising, my dear students. Complex number which is always in the form of a plus ib. A real part, b imaginary part, I is called the iota. So this iota value, what is iota? Is a square. So this I value is equal to root of minus 1, means square root of a negative unity, then I square equal to minus 1. Student, this is the brief introduction about the complex number, real part, imaginary part and iota. We will continue on this model sums we will discuss in the next class. Thank you very much.